first opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Let's go now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Jags, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game?
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Hey, smash Bronco. Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game
under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Etienne on the toss right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he's got it down to the 28. Well, these two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Play action. It's Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And they'll hand off to Hull. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Colts at 13-2 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jags are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Red on red.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Hey, Ron.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On 2nd down, here's Hull. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable?
or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run the toss now to Etienne. And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play action with Lawrence. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Now Lawrence.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now he's flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Check smash.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Option play, a give to Hull.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Check Bobcat, check Bobcat.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Here's Lawrence. That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
On first down, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Matt Judon able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Third and 2, now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
79 Broncos.
Now it's Richardson.
Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Check that. Street. Go.
Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Ja'Marr Chase.
55 yards.
And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And this is caught at the 20.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and a mile.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
A give to Etienne running right.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Taken in at the 22. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Richardson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator.
He's got a man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jamar Chase.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Okay, break. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
On first down, Richardson.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Come on.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Now Richardson.
Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Another tote for Etienne.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
On the counter, Etienne.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Jacksonville,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.